Hi, welcome to this instruction video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a treble crochet, which is this stitch here in the green. If you're following along with me making the step at a time baby blanket, this is going to be section 4 that I'm showing you. So it's the last section because the rest of the blanket you literally just repeat section 2, section 3, section 4, just in different colours. So today I'm going to be showing you a treble crochet, and if you're following along, I'm going to be using Stylecraft Special DK in spring green for this section, and I'll tell you later on the other colours that I've used in the blanket if you want to do those. So I'm going to grab my little sample piece that I'm using to show you how to do the stitches. So if you remember, we fastened off section 3 on our last row of single crochets in the white. So we're going to turn over and we're going to get our hook and our spring green. I love this green. It's not a minty green, it's not a dark green, it's lovely, it's in between. And we're going to make a slip knot as we have before. And pop it on our hook. And the same as the other rows, the other sections, we're going to join by using a stand-in stitch. So I'm going to show you how to do a stand-in treble crochet just to start the row. I keep forgetting to say this, US terms. I do use US terms in all of my crochet because it can be confusing when you're starting out, UK terms and US terms. I fell prey to it when I first started buying a pattern and realizing, this doesn't make sense. It's not looking the same as the pictures, and it's because I had it in the wrong terms. I'd bought it in UK terms and I'd actually learned how to crochet in US terms. So this is US terminology that I'm using here. So a standing treble crochet. You want to wrap the yarn around your hook twice. 1, 2, and you want to try and hold those on your hook with your finger. And then we're going to go into this first stitch here, and we're going to grab the yarn and pull through, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. It is the trickiest standing stitch, I think. As you can see, I've even got it a little bit loosey-goosey up here, but it does come with practice. So I'm going to do it again, just to show you again. Do it a little bit quicker this time. So I think that's actually what's throwing me off, is I'm doing it slowly, and I'm not used to doing it slowly anymore, but I will show you again. So we're going to wrap the yarn over twice, hold the loops on the hook. We're going to go into the stitch, pull your yarn through, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. It does help if you hold on to sort of the tail as you're going through the last ones. So a treble crochet is similar to a double crochet. You yarn over twice instead of once. So we're going to yarn over twice into the stitch, pull up your yarn, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. And it's as simple as that, she says. Just like that. So wrap your hook twice into the stitch, grab your yarn, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And I know I've said this with every stitch, but it's all about the rhythm. So you get into a rhythm. I actually love doing a lot of trebles in a row. Yeah, get some more yarn. And for this section, we're just going to be doing 2 rows of trebles. Yeah, yarn over twice, into the stitch, pull your yarn through 2 loops, through 2 loops, through the last 2 loops. There we go. If you are making the blanket with me and you've got any questions, please leave me a comment. I will be happy to answer anything you want to know. Happy for constructive criticism if there's anything you'd like me to do slower or to do again. And I would absolutely love to see any pictures of what you're making, particularly if you're doing different colour choices. So we're going to go into this last stitch. Don't forget, it's your turning chain from your row below. So you want to go under both loops, grab your yarn, pull through 2, 2 and 2. And for the treble crochet row, you are going to chain 3 before you turn. So 1, 2, 3, and then turn your work. And the same as we have before, don't forget this first stitch here. It's easy to forget because you chain, some patterns the chain counts as a stitch, but in this pattern it's not. So you're going to go into your first stitch. It is a bit tricky doing a treble from a chain as well. So again, you want to kind of keep your tension, hold your loop on your hook if you need to, into your first stitch. And complete your treble. Into the next one. More yarn. So I'm just doing 2 rows, but again, it's up to you. You can do as many repeats of these as you like. I think when I first started learning to crochet, I did a huge blanket in chunky yarn, just double crochets for my brother, which I believe he still has now. At least he told me he did. There we go. Don't forget when you get to the end, go a little bit faster for you now. There we go. And don't forget, your last stitch goes into the standard stitch that we started with. So you want to make sure you're in right next to that knot. And complete your treble. So you can just, once your stitch is in there, hang on, let me fasten this off a second. So to fasten off, we just, as if we're doing a chain, and we pull it all the way through and pull it nice and tight. And once your stitches are into your standing stitches, you can give the tail a little bit of a tug and it just pulls that standing stitch closed. And I mean, that's why I love a standing stitch, because you've started and it looks exactly the same as all the other stitches. There's no sort of ugly chains masquerading as stitches. The stitches are actually there. So as with the other sections, we're going to turn. I'm going to join with my white. And you should be well practiced in the single crochets now if you are doing the blanket with me. So we're going to join with a standing single crochet. And as before, we're going to do 3 rows of single crochets. So I'm just going to pause the video while you do those, and please pause and we will get back together at the end of our 3rd row of single crochets. There we are. So I'm just finishing my last row of single crochets. And don't forget, if you are making the baby blanket, you should have made 110 stitches in each row. And as I said before, by all means use stitch counters to help you keep count of where you are. And the last stitch goes in there. And that is section 4. Whoops. And there we go. So if you are making the baby blanket with me, all you need to do now is to repeat section 2 of the half double crochets, section 3 of the double crochets, and section 4 of the treble crochets. So if I just show you on this one, so we've done the orange, the yellow and the green. So for the next section, I used cloud blue in Stylecraft, lavender and candy floss. So if you want to make, and then I literally just repeated the whole thing again, which makes it lovely and square. So if you want to join me next time on section 5, I will be showing you how to frame your blanket. We're going to do a few rows of single crochets. It is tricky to do the edges sometimes on rows, so I'm going to show you how I do that. And then I'm also going to show you how to make this pretty little shell border, and that is coming up on the next video. So thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next part, and I will see you then. Thanks. Bye bye.